I welcome you all in to 30-Minute Musings. I do. I'm welcoming you now. It's one of those early Saturday mornings. It's damn near 5 a.m. Get my ass into work for some early live show action. Speaking of that kind of has me locked in for a couple of things next couple mornings. Got a double set of live shows today. Tomorrow, kind of filling in for somebody. So I'll have another bit of a live show to take care of tomorrow. That starts at 9, so, I'll probably get in around 8:30 to get everything set up and locked in and all situated. So that's all good. Then Monday... if I can tie it all up a little, well, not tie it all up. Tomorrow's kind of I would say a random occurrence because somebody is out of town and I'm, just filling in a spot for them. But one of today's shows starts up at 6 in the morning. It's, believe it or not, I don't know if I've mentioned it actually. It's kind of a fishing show. I know that sounds kind of, but picture this. It's all that good saltwater fishing. Well, no, actually, I talk about a lot of shit. Kayak fishing and boat shows that are going on and, fixing up boats and shit like that at the marinas and all kinds of stuff. 10 years in Florida, 8 years in Fort Lauderdale. I have yet to get, out on the water, do some saltwater fishing. That's going to happen Monday. Connected in with the crew that I'll be running with today. I actually got the invite and said, if everything can swing with it, and talking to my boss, he's like, Monday, don't worry about Monday, that's fine. We can get someone to cover the spot you're doing. So I will finally be hitting the open waters, as they say, Monday morning. And, well, with that, it's going to be early, 6:30, 7 o'clock, I need to get to the marina. And according to the reports, all the winds are going to be, east, southeast, 20 knots? I'm not sure with what knots are. But I'll need to get my sea legs above me. I'll probably buy some people say Dramamine, some people might say ginger. Excuse me. A little coffee burp there. But, for just in case motion sickness comes about and hits me. I was joking, dude, I drive down I-95 in the turnpike, I should be okay for, getting jostled around. I do remember the couple hours that I was on that little snorkeling trip in college, marine biology, I forgot what class that was. But we were on just a little bit of a snorkeling trip in Key Largo, which was fun little time, but standing in the middle of the boat and just kind of, balancing with the rocking of the waves, that was a smaller boat for whatever there was, 20 kids. 20 of us out on that damn boat. And the kids on the edge of the boat were like, oh God, this is starting to get to me. My sea legs, the rocking and the splashing of the waves, and here I am being smart, standing in the middle and just trying to balance with it, left, right, almost as if I was doing a half-assed dance step, just trying to keep myself balanced up and not get that rocky feeling going. So maybe I'll pick up some Dramamine or something like that, or I heard ginger is a natural helper for motion sickness. So I may pick up some of that. I may not. Who knows? Maybe I don't know if Dramamine makes you drowsy or anything like that. I certainly don't want to be drowsy. Not like I'll be driving the boat, but even just to be somewhat, alert and to be somewhat with it. I don't want to be groggy out there. If I'm going to be motion sick from the splashing of the waves and all that stuff, that's one thing. But I mean, to be out there like all groggy and possibly feeling like that, that's double. I wouldn't want to do that. I do know that Monday night, trying to hit the pillow is going to be interesting. I remember as a kid, during the summertime, when we would go to like a water park. Anybody that, that I went to high school with remembers Rainbow Falls. Or even yet just cruising down to the Dells. The Wisconsin Dells. America's largest water park, Noah's Ark, haha, all that stuff. You'd get into that wave pool. And you'd be kind of, just splashing around. Oh, here comes the waves. You're floating around doing all that stuff. You try going to bed that night, and it's like the equilibrium, the fluid in your head is still kind of weirded out by that stuff, and you can almost feel crash. Here comes another wave, up and down, and up and down. Just the literal, the ebb and the flow, the cresting of the waves. You can still somewhat feel that, almost like muscle memory to an extent. It's like you still got that going on in your fucking skull. So it's been a while since I've had any kind of, any kind of excursion out on the water or that heavily involved with the water. I mean, hell, I'm the first one to be honest. Like, I live right by the ocean, and I don't go there as much as I should. And that's just to color up and get a tan or something like that. That's different. To actually get out on the water and do something like that, well, yeah, that snorkeling trip. And even after a couple hours, I was kind of like, okay, center of the boat, keep yourself balanced, Sometimes the chop of the waves can be a little intense. I'll definitely look into getting some ginger pills at the very least. It's another one of those natural remedy type things. Cinnamon is a good anti-inflammatory. Ginger is good for motion sickness, interestingly enough. Mythbusters proved it, so hey, don't take my word for it. What else? Bust-ass workout yesterday. Did the mixed martial arts routine from P90X3. That thing kicked my ass. Oh, side note, I have yet to upload my last 30-minute musing, which is labeled Followers. And as it turns out, yes, well, today being Saturday morning, last night, Friday night, the Deadpool movie came out. That's what that 30-minute musing is all about. I mean, I was starting to upload it, but then when I got home from running around, I started doing a couple other things, and I'm like, no, I need my laptop. I need it top speed and running and doing all this good shit, so I'm not uploading that right now. Actually, it was just, the usual, the file transfer from an MP3 into an MP4 into a video, I don't know. That usually takes a while. For a 30-minute musing, takes about an hour and a half to convert it from straight audio, what you're listening to slapping a cute little stupid picture on it of 1,800 seconds, which makes up 30 minutes. To get that rolling, that conversion on my laptop, not the quickest thing out there, but it takes about an hour and a half, I would say. And I mean, if I'm jumping around doing other such things too on my computer, there's that to consider. So, just the way it is. So, the better part of my day today at work will be spent kind of uploading videos, so to speak. Speaking of that, I don't know if I mentioned it in the video labeled Followers. Yesterday morning, I woke up early, which kind of helped me for today, waking up early. Woke up early to get onto a live stream playing some games in front of quite a big crowd, about 4 hours, straight up live streaming with a buddy of mine that I work with at the station. He's quite active within that avenue of video game playing, live stream video game playing. So we got about 4 hours worth of that done, thanks to him. If you're along Twitch or on Twitter. I believe he's at Guardian Outpost. Got quite a good following. Got a good bunch of people with him. And it was good that he was able to assist me with quite a few things, actually. So I was able to get that taken care of. Did another episode of, it was season 2, episode 2 of The Walking Dead. Video game, that is. Got that taken care of. I picture if I do one of those episodes a week, I picture that to be good. It's 2 hours per episode, so you get about 10 hours worth of season 2. Straight up the video game. The series, I forgot where I was dinking around with that, but got that going. Oh, I need to start playing the guitar again. I was doing really good for a couple of days there, but I was actually learning major chords. A, B, C, D, E, fuck F, and G. I cannot hit F major for nothing. I don't have that big a hand, I don't have that long of fingers, and I don't have the strength in those fingers. If any of you play guitar, you know that F major is, well, that's why I say F major. Can't do it. It's like if I had a capo on the top fret, fine. Then it would be no problem. But to undo that real quick and try to strum through, no, can't do it. Won't do it. A and B, well, B flat and B are pretty much the same thing. It's just, I think it's moved down one fret, if you will. See, I don't even know. Down one scale, down one fret. I'm not even sure what to call it. That's how smart I am at guitaring. But I brought my guitar into work on Wednesday, along with trying to, learn some Spanish, which, well, that stopped after 2 days. I mean, trying to dump so much shit into my brain, I don't know, especially when I'm at work. Like, sometimes that can get a little overwhelming, because I got to pay attention to what I'm doing to some degree. Well, pay attention to what's going on. I know what I'm doing. But I never learned chords. I mean, just through simple strumming around, like, oh, okay. Like, I get the concept and idea of, like, if I remember correctly, and I'm okay to be corrected on this, A major, easy as anything. Right below A major, I think, is like, not E major. That might be G major. You're just adding the ring finger. Let's see, that's A. B has kind of got a split in between. C, open 1, open 2, 3, A, B, C. D, no, it might be D major, is right next to A major, with the ring finger down, D. E is essentially A major, A minor, excuse me, just moved up one string set. F, the F major. G has kind of got a weird split to it. But if I'm learning chords, like, that's actually great for me. And my God, is the heat just blasting. Let me turn that off. Get the thermo toned down a little bit. Chilly mornings for us here in South Florida. I'm showing 57 degrees right now, which probably means about 52 if it's a 5-degree fucking blast. Low 50s, I'll call it. We're finally hitting our winter cold snap here. Pretty late to do so. I mean, this shit should be, like, that first blast usually hits around Halloween, and we'll usually get this bunching of cold weather. Well, yeah, Christmas, New Year's, something like that. Once my eyeballs get working, I'll be set to go today. It's kind of annoying that, yeah, well, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning now for Saturdays. to get in at 6, shower up. I cooked all my food last night before I went to bed. Got to bed around 9, so 9 to 4. It's okay, that's 7 hours. I'm a wimp. I like getting 8 hours if I can help it. But just by the time I got done running around and doing everything I was doing yesterday, it's like, holy shit, it's, I needed to thaw out some food, and it's like, well, it's damn near 8 o'clock right now, and I haven't even put that chicken on the grill. The George Foreman, that is. So it's kind of like, well, shit, it's going to be, well, not late, but, I'm going to have to get my shit situated with less sleep than I want. And I snoozed pretty good Thursday night. I was expecting to meet up with some people. As soon as I got home from the shit job, I put my head down, I laid down, I said, you know what? I'll pitch everyone a text and I'll see what's up. Nobody chirped back to me for a little bit. I was like, fuck it, okay. And then things didn't wind out anyway, so I was like, no, that's fine. I mean, if it's going to be that late of a jump too, like, no need to worry about it. So I didn't stay up too much later than that, actually, and caught that little nap. Then I woke up at 6 and I was live streaming with a buddy of mine, so I kind of got myself set up for today. So I went to bed, let's say 9 o'clock, woke up at 4. Woke up, had a cup of coffee with a little splash of milk. Yeah, I bought some milk when I went shopping yesterday. Which, sometimes I'll do that. Just, I don't know if it's like a pre-workout, a post-workout, something. I think milk is a pretty good builder. Liquid bulk up. And I get whole milk, by the way. I think, come on, if it's good for young ones, I mean, it's got to be decent for us, right? Even though we adults. That was another thing I heard too, was that whole milk is probably the best one for you. Skim milk is crap, essentially. It's raped of all fucking any bit of nutrients that you would want or need. A lot of people, 2%. No, apparently whole milk, if you're going to be drinking milk, whole milk is the way to go. And I forgot the exact word. It's like, it's only homogenized or something like that. It's got the vitamin D milk. There's that Power Walker guy. I know I've mentioned him episodes and episodes ago. It's some older dude, full head of hair on him though. Almost looks like he's wearing a hair helmet. I'll tell you what, that son of a bitch, he's power walking. 5 o'clock in the morning. Got that gentlemanly, ghostly white hair, but he's moving. 5 o'clock in the morning, I think he was wearing shorts. Like I said, it's about 50 degrees out, and that cat looks like he's lived here quite a while. He's not just down here for a visit or nothing. No, that dude's up and power walking at 5 o'clock in the morning. Good for him, though. See a lot of old people, they'll get to the mall first thing in the morning and start walking their laps. Like, come on. You got to do better than that. Now, sure, it's a public place. It's somewhat safe. But walking the mall, that's my exercise. That's not enough exercise. That dude power walking, he's getting shit done. I'm not much of a walker myself, nor am I a runner or a jogger or whatever you want to call it. Get my workouts done at home. Just about 10 and a half minutes to go on the recording, so that's good. Shit, yesterday I don't even think I made it to 4:41 when my recording called Followers was being worked on. I didn't make it to my turn yet. West Island Drive by the North Perry Airport. Didn't make it there. Not that I've been looking for him, but I haven't noticed any plates either. Look at this police officer sitting here trying to catch people speeding through. I always see things happening at this park, though. It's kind of like a ball field. I mean, literally right off the road, too. It's not kind of tucked away, like, separated by a parking lot or nothing. It's like, it's kind of soccer field, kind of football field, kind of everything. They do all kinds of stuff out there, too. Cookouts and maybe not flea market type stuff, but, you know, maybe there's like a church thingy that goes on. But you'll see all kinds of stuff. Of course, youth sports and stuff like that. The cop's sitting right there like, hide, go further back down the road and then hit the radar gun. Don't sit right, you know, nose towards the intersection. Back up some. You'll catch a speeder. Shit, remember Christmas morning? Fuck, man, I-95 was pretty busy for me. Well, the roads, I'm saying, were busy. And there were people speeding about that time. Just about to cross 441. State Road 7, otherwise. And I know this damn thing's got to have a different name to it. There are so many fucking roads down here that got 3 names, or 3 identifications to them. Sometimes it's just the split. Pembroke might be the split, actually. Moving your way west, I don't know. It's like, well, this is State Road, whatever, 840. It's also known as whatever, you know, let's just call it Dolphin Drive. But then you get further west and it becomes, you know, William S. Taylor Boulevard. Like, what the? Come on, make up your mind. County by county, I get it, but in the middle of the fucking county, it'll split. Easy to get lost around here. It's like, oh, well, he's over on Pines. Well, yeah, Pines Boulevard, if you're further east, is something, it might be Pembroke, what I'm on right now, I totally forgot. Don't think so, but might be. So it's just, are you on the east end of fucking Broward County or are you on the west end? Makes a difference. And again, I don't know why. I was half tempted yesterday to pick up a bottle of booze when I went shopping. Don't know why. Well, I gotta be honest too, like, because I thought we were gonna have a little meetup on Thursday after I got done with the shit job. I picked up a 6er. I had to get a couple things, small stuff. So I figured, fuck it, let me pick up a 6er now. Also, I ran to the bank. I was out of there at a decent time, so it wasn't after 5 o'clock. So I went to the bank. I was like, fuck it, since I'm right here too in this plaza, I go run, pick up a 6er, a couple other things, blah, blah, blah. Picked up a 6er of Samuel Adams, what is it called? Winter Snap. It just tastes like beer. I thought it was going to have like a nice little flavor to it. It did not. It just tastes like beer. So I was like, well, great. I got kind of worked through them damn things. As I started sipping on one, I'm like, there's nothing fancy about this whatsoever. I mean, if you have a meal beforehand, yeah, it can kind of help drown out the taste of what that beer is if your palate's already full of something else. But that's the best I can give you. It just tastes like a beer. There's no seasonal flavor to it that I noticed. And generally, I can pick up a hint of something taste-wise. Not picking up anything there. So it's like, oh God, now I almost want to dump them. And I know, maybe it was in the followers video. It's like, oh, maybe I should totally abstain from booze until I get myself back home. Maybe it was the video, the recording before that. Well, this was going to be for a meetup. Like, I had one of those beers. I'm like, this really ain't that good. I want to dump these. Like, they're not even enjoyable. Now, if I was going to give me a bottle of Jim Beam, you bet your sweet ass I'd mix that up with something and be like, yeah, these are pretty tasty. Killing my workouts, probably. Just about 5 minutes to go. I am on my turn. I'm on the road here. West Island Drive by the North Perry Airport. smooth little ride today. Not too many red lights. I-95 was WFO. Wide fucking open. Oh, see, now it's 52 degrees now that I'm off I-95. So it's like, it's mid to upper 40s right now. That's a decent chill. Like, I don't mind if it's like got that chill outside, but my, as I affectionately call it, my double wide prison cell that I live in, they call it inefficiency. No, it's a double wide prison cell. It's not the best insulated joint. Because it was probably built in a hurry back in the 60s or something. Probably built in the fucking 1860s away. Seriously. Insulation? Who needs that shit? It doesn't keep heat that well, and it can't keep cool very well. 4 minutes to go. Oh, man. Crack my neck. You know, maybe I'll, well, shit, even when I get done with work today, it might not be the best time to get a hold of my parents. I know my brother's working overnights. Fuck, I could probably give him a buzz right now, shoot him a text. He'll be done soon. If it's 4:30 over by him, yeah, he's got about an hour and a half to go. Of course, I don't know what for. Just, what's up? Yeah, fucking whatever. We'll be talking hockey. Maybe Chicago's on a run right now. Who knows? Getting real close, though. What do I got? 6 weeks to fucking get my ass back up there on vacation? Oh, boy. And the diet is fucking out of control, and the workouts stop, and I become this slothish, like, garbage disposal. Just give me all that food, I don't give a fuck. Give me some booze. It's like, if I'm hurting on workouts now, oh my god, it's gonna be bad. My next workout, once again, should be isometric yoga before I blast away upper body again, because, boy, when I did the challenge the other day, that upper body push-ups and pull-ups routine, woo! Like, I can still feel that, because I'm not an upper body guy. Just not. So that shit was still sticking to me. But yesterday, MMX, mixed martial arts. Well, MMA, excuse me, but P90X3 calls it MMX, mixed martial arts extreme. The X is always extreme. You can tell it was made in the late 90s or early millennium because extreme. Like, that was a big deal back then. 2-minute warning. And I'm rounding my way out through these back neighborhoods here. Rounding out, winding out, something like that. It's English. It's about 5:30 in the morning, so I struggle with the language. I actually feel pretty decent. Man, for a couple of days there, I was crawling out of bed really fucking just sluggish and slow. Like, if my brain doesn't want to get moving, it's different. Like, oh my god, I'm sore from a workout. Like, that's understandable. But when my brain doesn't want to fucking kickstart and go, I know I got problems. I actually took a vitamin B12. Was that yesterday for the 6 a.m. live stream? Might have been. Just wait. When I have to take a B12, something's wrong. I mean, a cup of coffee, okay, fine. That's just a fucking reaction now. About a minute to go, and I'm about to make the turn on Riviera Boulevard, which is where you will find our building. But when I need to take a B12, like, there's something wrong. And I'm just sluggish and zombified. So combination, maybe it was something I was eating, and soreness from workouts, and lack of sleep. Maybe I need like 10 hours of sleep because I'm just a fucking puss cake like that. Yeah, puss cake. That's right. Oh well, less than 30 seconds to go. I'm damn near going to get into the parking lot by the time this 30-minute musing is done. So, don't know. I'm thinking of a workout. I'm thinking of playing the guitar. I'm thinking of live streaming when I get home. Who knows? But I'll probably catch you for tomorrow. I got to double up today with two 30-minute musings. So, till we meet again, everybody, I'll catch your ass down the road.